Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp. Welcome back to another CSGO video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Inferno, and we're going to be talking about a couple of things that I think could be done to really improve the map. So the first thing we're going to do is touch on the things that I think are fixed or made a lot better by this map. Firstly, the map in general just looks a lot better. You don't need me to explain that. I think it's pretty clear to everyone. Secondly, I think the exit from T-spawn, the second exit, works out really, really well. I think that it's something that makes the spawn less crowded and less busy in general. I still think they can make this a bit wider, but that's really up to them, or really up to the map makers where they want to do that. Another idea, if they want to slow down the way to spawn a little bit, is maybe just have this be the only exit, and have you have to come up and go straight through here and make it all wider. Because the problem with having it be wider is it might make it quicker out, and I think that that's probably the thing that they're worried about. The second thing that I think is made a lot better is A site in general. I think that hay bales is fixed. I think that the site is really cleaned up and looks a lot nicer. I don't like the graveyard very much. I think there should be fence, but aside from that, I think it's okay. Pit is a lot more clean. It's a lot harder to get your shots stuck on other things. And just in A site in general, I think apps is improved drastically. I like the way that the glass is more see-through. I like the way that this room is bigger and there's no more dark. But the space is still there for somebody to hide if they want to camp with a shotgun. So I think it's good all around. It's better. A site. That's pretty much it for A site. I mean, I don't have too much to say about that. We're going to come over to CT here. Some people have complained that it's a lot harder to hop up onto terrace. That doesn't really add or take away from the gameplay that much. So I don't really think that it's that important. I think they made church a lot better as well. There's still space to camp, but there's just a lot less stuff, again, that you can get stuck on. Something that could be pretty cool is they could have made it so you can boost up here and hide, but I think it would add for more things you can get stuck on, and that's really what you want to avoid. So, I mean, there's not really much else with that. Most of this video is going to be surrounded or is going to be controlled around the things that I think can be improved on this map that'll make the map a lot better in general. And the biggest thing with that is banana, which you're looking at right here. I think the banana has been improved drastically, but I think that it could be a lot more improved if they made a couple of changes that would sort of open up more options for taking B site, and in general just make it so that you can have more of an opportunity to have various takes onto B instead of just your standard banana push. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how banana is now compared to how it was before. You know what? For now, we're not going to have clip. We're going to have no clip off, so we can just look at it from the ground. The most important thing for banana, I think, is this right here, this wall. Before this wall, there was the pillars over here, and I think that the pillars were just cause for concern and made people run into them and just made it harder to hit people. I think that this solution is a lot better. I like how you can still hide in here if you don't want to be seen from the top of banana. I would maybe even make this a little bit deeper, because if you go in the back, I'm pretty sure you can probably be hit pretty easily. My biggest concern with this is that it's too fast for T-side to take control of banana. You have some guys run up here with knives, just kamikaze style, throw a bunch of nades up here. You have 4 guys throwing nades. Nobody's going to be able to control this area. The TCTs are going to have to fall back, and you're going to basically have complete control of banana, which I don't think is balanced. I think that it should give more options. There should be more options for the CTs to control banana. Now, with that in mind, one of the things that I think they could do to fix banana a little bit is just move this wall up a tiny, tiny bit here. Don't make it rounded. Make it a square wall. They don't build walls like this on houses very often, so make it a square wall. Another thing is, earlier in the video, how I touched on changing T-spawn. I think they should change it so it adds time to get to here, just to get to banana, but as well as mid in general. Because right now I find the map is very T-sided, and I think that it's a lot easier for T's to gain control of major components of the map than it is for the CTs. Now, one option for the CTs is they could come here and just smoke over like this, and that could gain control of most of banana. If they aim it right, it hits this balcony here and drops right down there. But still, I don't think that you should be forced to throw smoke onto your line of sight. Let me see if I can actually line that up. I don't know if I can.
Smoke?
Nope, definitely not. I don't think you should be forced to throw smoke over to have to control banana. And even still then, that was a pretty good smoke. And still, there's a big portion that's available for them to shoot down. Now, looking at Taxi or what's been changed here, I like that this is all wall bangable. I think that this improves the map. I think even with a pistol, yeah, you can see even with a pistol you can shoot through everything. It just makes it less luck-based if you shoot a guy through the window of your car instead of this. I think that that's an improvement. Again, I think that the spacing here is done pretty well. This is a good enough space for shooting logs. And this is all bangable, and then you have a chance to hide here if you want to have hide here, or you have to go right here to see mid. Now this is all good. I think that, let me get some chickens. I think that this is all good here. Again, the look down the coffins is also good. I think coffins are a little bit OP. They're more overpowered than spools were, but in general, I think that B-Site has been successfully redone, and Banana is okay. Now, the biggest difference in Banana is what I'm going to explain now. This is what I think they should do to Banana, just to fix the Inferno in general and make it, I think, a more fun map to play on. Now, this would be interesting because I already said the map was T-sided, and because of that, I wanted to change the exit from T-spawn. The thing with changing the exit from T-spawn is that if you change the main exit, it's going to severely slow down the time it will take to get to Banana and the time it will take to get to mid. Mid, you can kind of have that concern eradicated by coming out the side exit and taking ultimate instead of regular mid. I think the mid take for T's is also too easy. You get up to here before a CT player even has time to peek. But if we're going to change this, we're going to have to change the routes to Banana as well. Because if you have it slowed down, then it's going to be next to impossible for a T player to get all the way up to Banana before somebody is able to shoot them or someone's able to stop them, whether that's with nades or with something else. So my alternative to fixing Inferno and making it just a better, well-rounded map with more possibilities is opening up this area right here. This was something brought up by 3 Clicks Philip in one of his Inferno maps, was opening up this and making a second option onto B-Site. My option is a little bit different than his. Firstly, the thing that I think is important with this is that I don't necessarily think that it should go all the way to B-Site. I think it would be better, but I think this is still an option that you could do. So I'm just going to go over here. So let's say you want to go up here. If you don't want to take Banana like this, you can go from T-spawn and just smoke right here. And then that'll smoke. That's a bad smoke. So we're going to do another one. That'll smoke the CTs off. So you could come through there, run up here, and run up this gate. This gate won't be here, and come up here. So you can time it better. You can flash over. You can do all these sorts of things that will blind the people holding Banana, the CTs, and you can come up, take it here. Then the Ts could come up, and then you could go and take the B-Site. I think this would add another aspect to the game. And if you do slow down Banana for the Ts, then you need to make sure that they're able to make any sort of movements onto B. Now, the thing that I think would make it even better is if you open up this apartment door here, or this villa door here, and have this come out with this window open as well. Now, I think that this would open up a good angle onto site. You'd be able to hold construction. You'd be able to hold CT. That might be a concern. They might want to maybe roof this over completely, but I don't think it's a big concern. I think it's a spot that is pretty easily hittable. If you do want to be safe from here, you can hide under the roof, and then you're only able to be visible from the Banana push. So I think that the problem with B-Site is that it's so basic that the only way for you to take B is just rush up B, rush up Banana. If you hold it, you have a guy in coffins, you have a guy up here, and you're not taking B-Site if they can get their aim. If their aim is true, you're not going to take B-Site. And because of that, I think they need to open up other options. So I can just demonstrate, actually have it, like how I want to do it. So you come in, you want to flash over just to make sure because it's going to take longer. Then they're flashed, and you just bounce the smoke up like this. You hit my chicken and kill it. That's smoked off completely. So now, you do run the risk of them spraying through smoke, but I don't think that's likely. It is completely smoked off. You can come through here and come up the stairs, and then bam, you can take Banana if you want to from here. You'll be able to jump down onto this. You'll be able, if you want to boost up, or maybe even jump up from here onto this ledge if you want to. But I think that it's just too easy for you to hold B-Site in general. If the bomb is planted, you have 3 guys up. You can have one guy here, one guy here, one guy watching spools, and chances are the guy's not going to be able to take Banana. So they're forced to come through CT. If you have 2 guys holding CT, 2 guys holding Banana, you're going to have to outgun them. And CSGO, in my opinion, is more strategy-based. Obviously, it's skill-based as well, but strategy plays an important role. And if you're taking B-Site, and this is the only option, whether it's just various smokes or just all out brute force take B, it doesn't leave much. It leaves a lot to be desired on B-Site, in my opinion. And so I think that this option, this redoing of Banana, or this, I would say, tinkering of Banana, to add a little bit more features to it, would make the game a lot better and make it a lot more skill-based. And this is this isn't that big of an area to add. Obviously, the apps edition would be a pretty big component to add, but that's a glitch. That's okay. But, I mean, in general, I don't think that'd be too far-fetched. I know that other people might be a little bit afraid of doing something like that. There's an invisible wall here, but that's okay. But I don't know. I think it's something that would make it better. So really, I wanted to make this video to ask you guys for your feedback and see what you think about it. And so with that, just let me know in the comments down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you like my CSGO content, you should know that there's also videos, like montage-based videos. So if you do have any plays that you want me to see or plays that you think other people would enjoy watching, be sure to send me those. Links to that will be in the description down below, or not links, directions on how to do that. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and a favorite. So that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been CSGO, me looking at Inferno and all that good stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I will see you guys all later. Have a good one.